Hello? Okay. Let's see. First, probably should have done this first. Make sure that everything's good. It seems good. Okay. Okay, so I'm back today. I want to continue working on my base game mansion that I was working on the other day because I had fun and I have some more ideas. So that is what we're going to be doing right now. You don't see anything? Huh. Check. No, wait, it shows up for me. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I see you now. Hey, Vibes. Hi, how's it going? Hi, Puma. Puma, you need to change your color to blue. All right, I think I'm going to be building my uh, the Victorian mansion again. I, uh, I I'm a bit eepy, but I'm good. I've slept kind of badly. Not badly. I've gotten a little bit less sleep than I wanted to for the last like three or four nights. Hey Zach, how's it going? I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. I I like streaming and I like when I'm here, but my nerves before I click the live button are like they're way up there. You don't know how to do that though. I don't remember. I don't remember. I You can do it in like your channel settings. I think like I think you can also do it like in chat somehow too. I can change to my. Here we go. Change to this. So to start off with, I think I want to do some terrain tools. The nerves will get better with time. Don't worry. That's what I keep telling myself because I need to like. I don't want to say face my fears because it's not like I'm like scared, but I feel like I'll only get more nervous the longer I wait, and if I don't actually end up going live, I'll just like never get through it. So the only way to get through it is by continuing to stream and getting used to it, and or getting used to talking on camera, basically talking to the void is kind of how it feels. Um, but but yes, you're right. I should be blue. Yeah, yeah. Your color keeps changing every time, but you should totally be blue. How do I do this? Flatten to height. The bracket keys change the size of your brush. How do I change the height of it? You sound much more comfortable when live versus when pre-live. Yes, I feel like it's it's the pre-live like antsiness. I feel like after I actually go live, like I can breathe again. Yeah, I'm no longer nervous after almost 4 years, but I was nervous again when I started recording for YouTube this year. Yeah, it you'd think it'd be is very similar, but I I've seen it a lot with people who stream and then go to YouTube. Is that it's like learning completely how to do it all over again. Okay, that's what I want to do. So I'm going to start off. Let me know if my sound is good or isn't good or anything, by the way, or if I'm too loud, if my music's too loud or anything, or my gain even. I'm going to start off by raising the train of this lot. Because on like fancy houses, at least they're like this, and I think I figured it out. Yes, you're blue now. Perfect. It sounds pretty good? Okay, cool. On fancy houses, Twitch, that looks purple. I typed blue. It looks blue to me. No, it looks blue to me. I get nervous as well, to be honest. Like I press the live button and on the starting student screen before I unmute, I like take a moment to take a breath to like calm down before I actually start. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I've thought about that too. That like maybe wondering if that would help if like I had a starting soon screen, if that would help me too, or if it would just make me more stressed as I like wait in anticipation. Sometimes I'm like, okay, just go in and just start. I'm on mobile. It's gray. It looks blue to me. His name is blue on my end. But yeah, I wanted to start by raising this terrain up, because I feel like on fancy houses, at least in the US, and I would assume in Canada too, like fancy old houses like Victorians and stuff, and like the old part of town, like in a really nice city or something even, are raised up a little bit. And a lot of times there's like maybe like 4 steps. They're raised up from the road, and there's like 4 steps. And again, a lot of times they're like really, really old concrete steps or something. And sometimes there's even a sidewalk, and it's so old that you might not even, it might be completely covered up. Like there would be a sidewalk directly coming up to the house. And but it was so long ago that you can't even see it. It's completely covered in grass. So that is what I'm currently doing. And then I might want to raise the house up a little bit more, make it like a little bit of a hill. And I want to cover it. I want to put a fence. And this house is actually, there's a hill here, so I can combine this. I can sort of make this a bit of a rolling hill. That is the plan. And then we can work on the interior, because I think I've gotten the exterior shape mostly down. I haven't added the windows on the sides, because I feel like in order to do that, you need to do the interior first, because it'll just end up changing. All right. And then, actually, I kind of do. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate you shouting me out. It's very nice. Hi, Wen. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I actually kind of want. There's another lot I want to show you guys. Um, is Annalie just I'm I'll join your Discord. There we go. Annalie DM'd me. um, okay. There we go. Fighting my Wi-Fi currently, but I'm here. Well, I wish you luck. I know the feeling. Luckily, my internet has been pretty good recently, but every once in a while, it'll just be kind of bad for a few days. So I'm not really looking forward to when I ultimately end up having those issues. But like right now, it's like really good. It's been really good for like a week, but it was really really bad before then. Um, Annalie's not gonna be happy. You got to DM her. I put a message in her Discord, and she sent me a picture of Zach's message in his Discord, which I appreciate, Zach. That's very kind. So she knows. So she knows. Um, hey Jake, I mean to come by and say hi for a while. Hey Ben, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm gonna go to this lot before I forget. Um, okay, gotcha. Okay, last time she said yeah, I know. If I didn't hear from her in like 10 minutes, I would have sent her a message. It's my pleasure. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's very kind. You all are extremely nice, and it makes me. It definitely helps to ease calm my mind and ease my nerves. Okay, is there better lighting here? So I wanted to show you this lot because this is kind of this is in New Crest, and I built this trio of houses. This is a residential rental. I was surprised your Wi-Fi hasn't decided to be fun with you during your stream yet. Yes, like probably like a week or two ago, maybe 2 weeks now, we had to actually like call. Apparently, it was an issue with our actually like our internet provider, and we had to actually have them reset our like our device, and it wasn't our Wi-Fi router that was the issue. It was our actual internet that had to be reset. But ever since then, fingers crossed, it's been good. But usually when we've had that issue in the past, we've had to actually like buy a new Wi-Fi router. Yeah, I wanted to show this is what I want to do. So I don't know if anyone has seen houses that are kind of like this, but where the houses are actually raised up, like from the street, and that was so that's what I want to do there too. But I also wanted to share this. This is on my gallery if anyone would be interested in downloading this. This is the thumbnail, the lot thumbnails from this side, and so no one's downloaded it. But I promise it's a cool build. It's pretty, I think. There's like this dilapidated house here that you could like renovate, or I basically put it here because I played in this house and I wanted to tear that house down so I could expand this one, which is the one I was living in. Homes like this are common in my college town. Yeah, I think that this is really common from what I've seen in America. Not these like these are extremely fancy, but like built this is this sort of format where they're raised up just like this, and then they have like an old sidewalk, and a lot of times the sidewalk is hidden underneath grass because it's so old that you might just see stairs and nothing else. They're common on the East Coast, yeah. But I wanted to do this because this lot is really fun because also shared driveways are really common too. So like two houses might actually share a driveway. And I wanted this to feel like open worlds. And it's a residential rental. And so I played in this house right here and I expanded it over time. and like two teens could like actually sneak down out of this window and like sneak into the other house and stuff. It was really fun. And there's a bunch of room to expand because I always like doing that. And there's actually basements too. But anyway, I just wanted to show that, sort of give the idea and sort of remind myself what I did here too for this other build. That's so fun. Thanks. This state I live is hilly, so I see homes all the time, and a lot of them are abandoned. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense too. Sometimes too in really fancy areas, or they like used to be fancy, and then something changed in the town where like that whole area is sort of dilapidated and run down, and so that can kind of happen too. Um, okay, let's see. Does everyone have basements where they are? I know some places in America just don't have basements. Yeah, like places like Florida and stuff, right? I'm from New York, not New York City, but upstate New York, Western New York, kind of near Lake Ontario, I guess you could say. So I feel like a lot of the stuff that Canadians, I can relate to a lot of the things that Canadians do. I feel like in terms of like the ones near me, and I feel like we're probably pretty similar in ways. But I assume you guys have a lot of basements. Yeah, because you have to because it'd freeze. Hi, Annalie. Hi, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for screenshotting that post. I joined Zach's Discord. Can you relate to having a house hippo? I can't. They don't cross the border much. No, I do not know what a house hippo is. Hippos as pets? Yes, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, back to this house. So I'm going to be doing the same thing, but I'm going to do it at base game. Did everyone feed their house hippo today? I didn't, unfortunately. I don't think I have. Well, these stairs are kind of cool. They're not really what I want, but these could work. If anyone hasn't seen, this is what the house is looking so far, like so far. It's went together pretty well. Um, let's see. This was my inspiration too. I've changed. It looks a lot like the inspo. I changed the roof because this house is so gigantic right here, and I don't really want to destroy this house. That I felt like I needed to actually make the house taller over here because it was so small, so dwarfed by this house here. I applaud you for using curved walls. Yes, thank you. It looks like I'm having some issues with it at the moment, but yes, they're definitely something. But the thing is, what helps is that like I literally planned it from the very start, so I had it in mind and sort of kept them in line as I went. Um, and also this is all very far planned in advance to make this work. I never had the best relationship with basements ever since my older siblings showed me a horror movie when I was little and told me the bad guy lived in our grandma's basement. I still like, I think I don't ever have to go down into our basement. And even though my younger brother, like he has taken over our basement, that is his room. And even though it's his room, I think that if all the lights were off down there, I would still run up the stairs from our basement. and close the door as quick as possible. So, oh, the roof coming into the room. You taught me about that. Yeah, it's great, isn't it? I love it. But I think it's because the room is too small. If I make it bigger, perfect. See? Why does it do that? I have zero clue, but there's like some point in which like you make the room small enough and all of a sudden it's like, oh, the roof should come in now. And I don't really know what that point is. But apparently that's okay. But that's not. Can I? Is that Ken? Can I? Welcome in. I appreciate you stopping by. How are you? Hope you're doing well. I'm building a base game mansion. Base game Victorian. Just trying to keep round rooms from ruining my life. Sims is wild. This game just likes being annoying. It really does. It really, really does. That's for sure. I think I'm going to lower this part down, back down to the regular height over here. I could raise up. Well, no, maybe I will raise this up. I could raise that up and just put a little bit of a slope there. Kind of like, did I do it? I guess I sloped down over there. I want to edit the slope back here, though, to sort of mimic this slope back here. Keen, I just saw Zach's post, so I have come to check you out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. This is my third stream. So I'm just still trying to get used to things. And sort of ease my nerves. Because I find it very nerve-wracking. Okay. Let's sort of smooth this out. It's not very smooth back here, so I really don't have to worry about making it too smooth. I might just want to just make it smooth enough so I don't see the brown, honestly. Jake is a good bean, a nervous bean, but a good bean. It's very accurate. I don't think I could have described myself any better. It really does love to be wild. Yeah. Yeah, I think that'll probably just... Honestly, so there's a fence out here. I guess this fence is... It kind of stops abruptly. Could I put... I could steal... I actually already have that fence up here, I think. I think is this... No, it's a different one. No, I don't think I can use that. I was going to say I could add this here and lower it with tool or whatever, or find the right one and put it there and end it there, but I don't know if I actually want to do that. We'll see. Okay, where was this? Where was I at? Okay. LMAO, you're doing great. Aw, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying my best. I'm not the most, as you guys all know, if you know me from any other chats, my chat activity is kind of similar to how I am in real life. And so, which is quiet. So I don't know how good of a streamer I was going to be. But I'm not the only introverted streamer, so I think I should be able to survive. I hope. I think that since this is a Victorian, I feel like maybe would the deck be? I don't like that actually. Maybe I instantly regret that decision. Well, actually, I don't ever use that. Does that make sense, or is it ugly? Do I do both like I was going to do? I'll probably just cover it with bushes anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. No worries. I listen to Twitch while multitasking around the house, so you can be you. Thank you. Yeah, me too. That's also why I'm so quiet, is because usually I'm I have, I'm doing everything at once. I do have ADD, so I'm basically trying to accomplish everything at the same time. Always be you unless you can be Batman, then always be Batman. You are a natural. Plenty of us are introverted. That's what is actually surprising, is that is true. I'm pretty sure probably the majority of streamers and YouTubers are introverted. Okay, let's do this. Should it be painted? Would somebody have painted that a long time ago and it would be white or something? Hopefully not. Maybe not. You've done amazing so far for all the streams I've seen. And yesterday was honestly such a chill vibe. And you're teaching us new things. Thanks. Zach, but I want to be a dragon. That's fair. That's very fair. A lot of introverted people use streams to get out of their shell. Yeah, I'd say so. That's fair. You'll ease into it, honestly. That's what I'm feeling, right? Is because I think I want to make sure that I don't quit before I even started, that like I do it one time, realize that think that I'm too scared to do it, and then I just quit before I even continue, or before I even like done it. Let's put this here. Control F. Rotate this back this way. Is this the right one? Yes. I'll do that. Why didn't shall make it into the quote? I used to be introverted, but now I would describe myself as introverted extrovert. So I'm extroverted most of the time, but sometimes I don't want to. I don't want to talk to no one. Yeah, I get that. I can see that. I also am like, I really don't want to play this game by myself anymore. That like I've played this game a lot for a very, very long time. And I kind of just want to share it with other people. And I feel like the best way and the easiest way for me personally to do that would be to stream. And so in that regard, I really want to, and I want to, and I'm stubborn. And so I'm going to give it my best shot in the very least. Let's see. Do I like that? Yeah. I like that on the corner there. It's kind of annoying because I'm going to have to do that everywhere else too. Whoa, camera. Let's chill out. So I'm learning just now after all these weeks that Zach of Mars actually has a shell. An ambivert is the word for that? Oh, is it? I didn't know that, but that makes sense. I don't know what I am. Well, I'm definitely an introvert, I can tell you that. Is that good? I don't think I need that one in the corner. And then I'm going to put this back here. I'm going to put the fence back that I had. Yeah, I know what I describe it as that because it's very rare. I want to be by myself. Yeah. I can see that. I feel like I always have something going on, like sound, or it's hard for me to just like sit. Like I can't sit in silence, and maybe that's why. I always have to have a stream or something going on, or music, or both. Sounds like maybe you're a snail or crab. Could be. Maybe a hermit crab. The best of both worlds. True. A hermit crab is a snail crab. I think that that's correct. Sounds correct to me. I'm gonna be lurking while I shower. All right, sounds good. Have a fun shower. I love time to myself, but some people can be involved in that without just disrupting that. Yeah. Yeah, I think that I can relate to that. No silence, hell no. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, hell no. I agree. Sometimes I like letting my ADD just go crazy. Maybe sometimes silence, I guess, maybe, but most of the time I feel like for me I have multiple things going on. I just let my ADD run wild, and I'm like, okay, I'm working, I'm listening to a live stream, and I'm listening to music at the same time, and maybe I have like two streams open, and one of them is kind of quiet, and I can still hear them mumbling in the background. That's kind of how my day usually goes. Okay, why can't I see? This is totally going to be so easy to place all these around. Why is this one being annoying? Should I should probably place these on a wall and then copy the wall, because that would be a smart thing to do. And then I don't have to place them all over everywhere. Like this. I feel like I need, yeah, 4 like that. Will that work? That's too low. Why is it? Okay. Let's put that there and do it up here. Wait, that worked. I was expecting to have to fix them. Whatever. Okay. I had not heard ambivert since uni. I was told I was that in school, but kind of forgot the term. I don't think I ever learned that term. I'd be horseshoe. You don't like silence either? Yeah. I would be a horseshoe crab, immortal with manic blood. Well, Big Logician Zach, you can go sit in a quiet room together. Oh, magic. Okay, with magic blood. Oh, there's one inside the wall there, and that'll really, the fact that it exists in the wall is really bothersome to me. Can I see it? If I can. Perfect. They're like spaceships. I love the look of 2-story houses, especially this time period, but I keep thinking about my elderly niece. That's fair, especially in an old Victorian house where they have like death stairs. Yeah. You got to be careful of those old Victorian staircases, especially like the butler staircases. Those ones are, you got to watch out for those. Okay, let's just, I'll have to repaint the whole house, but let's hope this looks good and that I didn't just waste a bunch of my time. No, it looks good. It looks good. Did I place them all where I needed to? Or other than the stupid circles? And as you're right, I'll be over here dancing to the music. Yes. Do you need me to escort you to the shower? I'll march you there. Okay, for real now, I gotta go wash my hair. Okay, go do the things. Go do the things you gotta do. The intention is for me to be here for a little bit and not leave out of fear. I'm good now. I'm good now. I was scared, but I'm good. I'm good now that I've started. It's the anticipation that's gonna make me lose my mind. Should I have just copied that corner? Nah. Let's see. I need to place them on that diagonal. Are there any other corners? Yes. Just put it here. Yes, go do the things you got to do. Or get a waterproof phone. So you can just so you can send messages in the shower. But no, don't do that. Take your time. Take the time you gotta take. Did some of my corbels disappear, or did I just never put them? I think I never put them. I also think I have some more that are in the wall. And wait, did I not place one here? Hello? Why is it being weird? Place. Place, please. Please. Please, please. Oh, it's creating a bunch of ceilings. Why are we doing this to me? No, wait. It was good for a second. Come on. Just place where I want. Thank you. Thank you. And now I have to replace... Oh, okay, never mind. I thought I would have to replace all of those trims. It is deleting my stuff. Why is it deleting my... Wait, right? It is. I swear I put that one already. Why is it being weird like this? You have to plead to the game. You have to plead. We all deal with this, even me, I promise. It's not just you. The game hates us all. It hates us all. Oh, wait, that's... No. Okay. Come on. Please, please. Why? Why? Okay. Is this going to work the way I want it to? Probably not. If I move this over 0.5 and 0.5, is that the easiest way for me to do this? 0.5, 0.5. Ah, got it. First try, first try. Now it should stay there and not be rude to me. Wait, I'm not the only one. I'm so dependent on you. I'm confused about us being separate people, apparently. I even placed... Okay, I think that's correct. Famous last words is when you think everything is right. Now let's see if I can do this. This build is so beautiful. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. That's so not ugly at all. This one is in the wall. I know that. This one's also in the wall. Thank you. I'm glad that you like the build. I wanted to challenge myself and do a base game Victorian, because anytime I think of Victorians, I like specifically think of like Strangerville. But after looking at through a few of the base game items, I'm like, you know what? Actually, I think that it is possible. You know, it's being fussy because we can't have nice things. Exactly. We can't have nice things. Is this gonna... When is this gonna start rotating? Here. Okay. Oh, it actually is rotating like smoothly and not being super difficult, which is very weird because that's very unlike the game. I don't even know if I like that all that much. It's fine. It'll be fine. And then I need to place some final ones on this diagonal. Oh, I can get rid of my reference picture now. There. I figured out how to add a reference picture to my screen during stream by myself, and I was very proud. I did it first try. It brought me a lot of joy. Okay. That looks good. It's looking good. Should the house have a fence around it? Or should I not put a fence? I might redo this build. It's very pretty, but it might need to go. Because I kind of want, I really liked this house that I built the other day. And this one's like smaller and I don't know. I like the style of this one. Design my house, please. I would love to design your house. I almost went to school. I actually did go to school to learn how to design your house, and then I quit and changed to environmental science instead. So yes, I would love to do that. Yes, I really liked this house, and I wanted to build something maybe a bit smaller. You love what I've done with the driveway there? Thank you. Yeah, I've when I was looking up some Louisiana houses, is it sloping or is that illusion? No, it is sloping down. Yep, it slopes down. That's actually the first floor of this house. I can go to the house and show you. If you'd want, if you'd like, and I would like to show it again because I really love that house. But I should have saved before I did this because I don't really want to place all those corbels again. So I'll save when I get to this house. I don't want to save from the menu because I feel like that'll glitch out my game. Cinematically is amazing, and he made this loading screen. And I highly suggest it. And I think it just came out recently. But yeah, the first floor is what I made it look like a basement. Please. Perfect. So yeah, I actually just sunk the first floor into the ground a little bit, pushed it into the ground, and then I covered up the edges. And I kind of built up a hill and covered it up. I'd love to see how you got the driveway to slope down, but not the path next to it. I guess it being stairs helps with that. Yeah, I can actually show you. I feel like maybe the easiest way for me to show you would be to turn on the grid here and turn on the P view, which no one ever knows about other than me, because they don't tell any of us anything, and you have to stumble around and fumble around with the buttons in order to accidentally discover it one day. But yeah, this is how it looks. I kind of covered up the seam, I guess, with some of these plants. What mod are you using for your UI? The UI coloring. I'm using. Oh yeah, it's literally it's the best ever. It's a Sims 2 UI. It's made by Vixated. I think that's how you spell it. Let me check. Yeah, it's literally a Sims 2 UI. Let me see. Let's see if I can find them and see if I spelled it. Vyxated. Yeah, it's my favorite. I can put it. Do you have I could probably link it in your Discord to their Patreon. Do you have a CC spot in your builds apocalypse? Just in the normal chat. I'll put it in the Sims channel in your Discord, maybe, or I don't know. Please drop it in there. I'll put it in the normal Sims chat. This is their. They have all kinds of UI mods, and they are amazing. They're amazing. And I've wanted the Sims 2 version for uh, for a long time. And I looked it up and I never found it. And I think it was D'Angelo actually. It was D'Angelo who told me about this one because he uses I think he uses their Fixated Beige mod, and and it was one I hadn't seen before. They also have a dark mode one, which is really cool that I'm tempted to try, but every time I think about it, I'm like I just end up going back to the Sims 2 version anyway. Um, I'm clean. Also, my phone is pretty waterproof. It's the soap that would be an issue. Oh, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I used to have a mods and CC channel, but I sold my Sims content for a minute. I'll re-add now that I guess I'm back at it. Yeah, that's yeah, I would say that sounds like a good idea. D'Angelo uses all the mods. He does. I think that he has all of the mods. He has. I think he said that he has like 112, or wait, he might have. He has 100 gigs of CC. I know that at least. I have I think I have 12 gigs of CC. You could set up a thread in the Sims channel. That is a lot. Let me check mine. Yeah, mine is like 12. I think mine is like 12. Let me check. Sims 4 mods. Let me see. No, it's I'm at 15.5. 15.5 gigs. And most of it's probably Sims CC, I guess. No comment on my CC size. I think it might have been yours that was 112, if I remember correctly. But not to what I want to say, out your CC CC folder size. 30. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Most of mine is cast CC. Yeah, I would say mine probably is too. I think. Outed. Yeah. But yeah, so I sunk this. So I sunk the lot into the ground a little bit, and then I covered up the edge, so you can kind of see like this is the first floor. I just covered it up with. There's a gap. I covered it up with bushes using the tool mod and stuff. I don't use too much build by CC. Neither do I. I use some in gameplay, very rarely. But most of the time, it's just and same thing with cast. Like anytime I have any CC, really, it's when I'm actually on occasion play like a legacy or something. But most of the time when I'm building, I don't ever use, unless it's a house I'm building for a family that I intend on playing, like for myself, and I don't intend on putting it on the gallery. Most of the time, my builds don't have any CC. But yeah, so technically the first floor, the main floor of this house is on this floor, and I sunk it down, and I just raised it up a little bit here to get those stairs. I like doing it this way because then I can do a walkout basement, and you can't. That's the only way to get it to look like a walkout basement, unless you like actually make like a room in the basement that doesn't have a roof, and like you put a staircase or something. But then it kind of looks unnatural in my opinion. This house is so beautiful. I love this house. I based it off of a real house that I saw like on my way to work or something, and I looked it up on Google Maps. And so like this roof here, I'm really happy with the way this came out. I figured out so the house has this like soffit detail like underneath the roof, like a lot of houses do. They have like a soffit underneath, and it has these corbels just like this. And I tried to come up with a way to add that soffit detail underneath, and I was thinking maybe I could tool some things up there. This is one of my favorite builds of yours. Thank you. It's one of my recent builds. So usually my most recent build is my favorite. So I would say this is probably one of my current favorites also. Usually add CC clutter items to enhance the build, like a toaster in the kitchen and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and that seems like a good way to do it. That you just like add on, like, even if you were gonna post it, like it would be good to have things that are just clutter things. If you don't have that CC, it's no big deal. But yeah, I figured out, like, instead of tooling something up there, that like literally it's just another roof. So this whole distance is 9 tiles wide. And this roof is 7 tiles wide. So I put a 7 tile wide roof with this really thick trim underneath, just underneath this main roof. I just put it right there, just put it to the edge. And then I extended the eaves out like that. And then I put another roof on top of it that's 9 tiles wide. And I put it on top. And it has the normal roof trim that looks good on a normal colonial. And then you extend it out a little bit further. So like in order to do this, you kind of have to have pretty big eaves. So this eave, it has to look good with really large eaves. And it even looks good on like this hip roof. So I put it on the hip roof too. There's another roof under there. And it creates this really cool like soffit detail I've kind of wanted in the game for a really long time. When I have my house built, I'll literally pay you the real amount to for the house plan. Aw, that's amazing. I love that. I mean, maybe you can hire me, and then you can pay me a little bit, and then hire an actual architect to do the real stuff that I probably didn't learn because I didn't finish my architectural degree. But yeah, I do love this house. I used Tool. This is my favorite thing ever. I made like a throw blanket on here by stacking the stacked towels on top of each other, rotating them with Tool, and stacking them to look like throw blankets on this couch. Listen, if Jake can't make it in The Sims, is it even a real house? Exactly. You know, that's a very true question. Good question. I made this custom. I made a custom bookshelf. I love this too because we had a bookshelf like this in The Sims 3, and just a normal height bookshelf that you might put under a window, but we just don't have that in Sims 4. It's been what, 10 years, over 10 years now, and we still don't have one that's just like nice and normal and looks like that. So I just took this one and I lowered it into the ground with Tool. Fun fact, some people actually use The Sims for resume type things for interior designs and stuff. Yeah, I can picture that. I mean, The Sims is what got me into architecture in the first place. And I definitely used to use it to sort of to think about floor plans and stuff. And also, there have been so many times that like, oh, I want to redo this room. And I feel like a lot of us have done this. It's like, oh, I want to redo this room in my real house. Let me rebuild it in The Sims first so I can get an idea of what color and what furniture I want to put in it. So yeah, I can picture that. But yeah, I do really like this house, and it is only base game, which is really fun. I keep showing it off because I like it. There's like a built-in bar down here. I picture it being kind of old, but upkept nicely. So there's like an old built-in bar here, kind of like wood, and it probably smells like a bit mildewy down here and like old wood. There's a teen bedroom down here. I made a custom rug by stacking rugs on top of each other, sizing them down, because we really don't have very much in the base game to work with. A little bit of a games area. Family computer, it's probably really old. I don't think I put any in the basement. But there's even like a wall phone. I picture this house being so old that there's actually a wall phone in here too. Better Build By and Tool did not need an update this time, as far as I'm aware. And same thing, like it was a pretty light patch apparently. The UI mods didn't need updating either, and usually they always break. The towels as blankets is so impressive. Thank you. I think it turned out really, really cool. I had to hide this one with another set of towels, but yeah, I think it looks really good, and we just don't have a whole lot with the base game. I feel like that I haven't seen 1,000 times, so I just felt like I had to make new things to actually make it look like it's not base game. That's the goal. That was the goal, is to make it kind of look like it's not base game. I put a little. I really like this too. The fireplace sort of cover. I don't know what you'd call that. The coal stops coals from flying out of the fireplace, I believe. It's just a size down divider. There's a dingy dark garage with some workout equipment, some old holiday decorations. The dev's adding a changelog for the modders in the patch notes. Made my jaw hit the floor. That's such a nice change. Oh yeah, absolutely. I've added the UI mod, about to test it. Ooh, sounds fun. I love it so much. I hope it goes well. They break a lot, which is the unfortunate thing. Like every time there's an update, they usually break. We got lucky this last time. And it also requires that UI mod requires a bit of setup. There's some folders in it. With some stuff you have to delete. There's like a UI cheats version of some files. If you don't have UI cheats, then you delete that file. Yeah, I've never had a UI mod. Yeah, I think that especially fixated, but I think they're probably all like that. You have to really make sure you go through and you delete the duplicate files, because they have like a standalone version of some files and then a UI cheats mod version. Yeah, I use UI cheats. Yep, it's really good for gameplay. It does a lot of things, like honestly, that you could do in The Sims 3. Like you can just right click certain emotions and things and just get rid of them, or you can like slide up like relationships and stuff, I believe. And all kinds of stuff. You can change the season really easily. It's a little bit more clunky in MC Command Center, so that's usually a better way. But yeah, I got there's like an old pink bathroom here. Again, I didn't want it to be like dirty and gross, but I wanted it to look old, just dated. Bedroom, here's the primary suite. I would have pictured that this section of the house would have been built later than the rest of the house. Probably I chose the 80s for my design, and so like this is the original 80s bathroom that they would have put in at the time. And so it like still looks nice. It's just a bit dated, maybe. But they've updated the bedroom a little bit. Still classic, but. And I made my own custom wardrobe, because we don't really have anything actually good in the base game. So I had to just make it myself, I guess. Yeah, but that's about it for this house, I guess. All the curtains are tooled. And I've talked about this before, and I assume that most people haven't heard about this unless you've heard it from me, because I haven't really heard anyone talk about this, but you can rotate certain things. A lot of the wardrobes are lacking. Yeah, even with all of the wardrobes, we still don't have any that are really like this, that are like really big and look good. And you need to actually get together and use the built-in wardrobes, really, if you want anything that looks semi-realistic. But yeah, so all these, since it's base game, we don't really have very many curtain options, so I literally like made my own. There are certain objects in the game that can't rotate, and so if you can use tool mod to rotate them, but when you go to rotate them, like by 45 degrees, for instance, they won't actually rotate, but they'll get squished instead. So if you keep rotating it again by like another 30 degrees, it'll be like really skinny. Until at 90 degrees, it'll disappear entirely. And you can use that to your advantage to make the curtains look good. You can also do it to like, there are certain objects, like a lot of the debug objects don't rotate. So like trees, for example, same thing. If you wanted your trees to be different shapes, let's say you had a bunch of these and you didn't want them all to look the same, you can rotate this one by like 60 degrees. That's maybe too much, but you get the idea. Well, not necessarily. That's kind of cute. But you can rotate them all by different amounts to literally get the tree to be a different shape. And like literally it does like a weird thing. And you rotate it. And something else, a bit of trivia perhaps, is that they needed, since these a lot of these debug and plant objects don't rotate in this game, a lot of these, and actually a lot of these objects that they made for roof plants, like this one for instance, because these didn't rotate in this direction, they had to actually remake these items for Enchanted by Nature in order to let them rotate on a roof. And they messed up with the ones from the actual Enchanted by Nature pack. They didn't make them right. So if I can find them. Hello, Enchanted by Nature, please. So you can see that these actually get, if I had a steeper roof, you'd be able to see. I can just do it like this. So these actually get squished, just like I just said. See how they're normal shaped now? And when I go like this, they get really, really squished. It's because they're doing exactly what I just said that they do, which is they don't rotate. So they can just change shape because they made the object wrong. I think. Yeah, it's weird. But anyway. Trivia, tips and trivia and weird things that only I would think is interesting. Or the roof plants are kind of weird. Yeah, they're extremely irritating and they barely work. Because yeah, it's the fact they don't sit on the curved roofs, right, annoys me. Yeah, like, and you can't, they're very finicky. You can't place them at the edge. Let's see. Get rid of Enchanted by Nature. Like the fact that they don't just let us place them wherever we want is infuriating. Like this should go here. Like, are you kidding me? Like I can't put it there. I should be able to put it wherever I want. Yeah, I think the roof plants could be good, but you can't place them in any of the roof intersections. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it was better before in a lot of ways. It's really frustrating. Because like this, like you can't, like I don't even know if I'd be able to get this to place here. I'd have to size it down a lot. And then like even if you place it, so I could place this and then I could size it up and then click back. And you're like, oh, that worked. I don't think that this will save to the gallery. If I saved this to the gallery and then placed it down, I'm pretty sure that would disappear. And anytime I ever do any building, I'm pretty sure that would disappear because it doesn't like that it's there. It doesn't want you to place it. So you really can't get around it, even if you wanted to. And like usually like you'd think, oh, well, if the game isn't going to let me do it, let me try to tool it into place. At least that's the way my brain thinks, is that I'll just cheat it with tool. But again, it's very stubborn. It'll delete it at the very first second that it can, whether you reload the build from your library or if I were to upload the build and somebody else downloaded it, they wouldn't see any of the roof plants I placed. They would all disappear. I think it could have been great because you could use it to cover up bad roof spots, but they went and messed it up. Yeah. They messed it up really bad too. It might as well not even exist. Okay. I think I'm going to start on the floor plan a little bit. I think I want the stairs. I want the stairs, like I want a hallway maybe here and have the stairs sort of going up here. I also have to think about where the stairs are going to be I don't want them to be in an awkward place on this third floor, so I should probably kind of start off there. I don't know where I want to put it, but it could be a nice bedroom up here. My dog wants to come in. Okay. All right. I feel like it could be a nice bedroom up here, but only if I put the stairs in a good spot. You could have a bathroom up here too. She really? Hi, Ellie. You either got to stay in here or you got to leave. You got to pick one. Yes, hi. But yeah, maybe that could be a good spot for the stairs. We'll see, I guess. It's a big room. I like whenever I do attic spaces or anything, I always like, or dormers, I always try to make sure it's an actual room because it really annoys me when it's fake. I almost never ever use the fake dormers from the roofs because I really hate that they're not real. Yeah, they look good, but I want it to be real. I know, right? A teen room would be like, this would be the best room, especially like, are you kidding? I always used to be like obsessed with Victorian houses, especially as a kid. And like, this would have been so cool to have in your room, especially if you had like a, I don't know, like a window seat or something. Would have been amazing. That's temporary. I also can't use these columns here. I have to get rid of them. Unless I could alt place these. The UI mod works beautifully. Cool. I'm glad that it works. I'm glad that you didn't have any issues because they can be a bit finicky. But I think they're worth it because it's so pretty, and the blue, the Sims 2 version, I've just wanted it for so long that I insist on using it, even if it gives me trouble on occasion. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of testing to make sure that it's right, I guess. Why is this? Oh, because it's okay. There we go. I don't even want that to be a wall. I have an idea for the stairs. Do I want the stairs there? They should probably be somewhere next to these stairs. Actually, that probably would be a good idea to put them there. And my dog wants to leave again. Pets are so funny. They're like, how dare you have a closed door? You cannot close me out. And then you let them in and they're like, oh, it's not very interesting in here. I think I'll leave. That's really close to the outside. Maybe I could put like a bump out there, because sometimes they did that. Okay. I put this here. Maybe. I have an idea for the bottom stairs. I'm just gonna see if I can get it to work. but I don't know if I really want it there. I want to rotate it, I think. Okay. It'll make it a really big staircase, though, and I don't know if I really want it to be gigantic. So let's put this here. Extend this out by a couple, just temporarily. Then I'll get my stairs. I want a 2 wide staircase. And it's kind of a simple idea, I guess. I just want the bottom step of the staircase to kind of look like it's rounded. Because I saw a picture of that recently and it kind of intrigued me. I think it could look kind of cool, especially in an old Victorian house. Just need to figure out how I work it into the actual rest of the house. I think it could work. As long as my rounded room doesn't disappear. Yeah. I kind of like the diagonal there too. Would I be able to actually get a door, an arch there? It's kind of, is that too tight? Might be. What if I did move it back one? Then left that there. I could leave the arch, or leave the diagonal. Perhaps. I think I liked it better here. Yeah. Why did that do that? Hello? Don't get rid of my round room. It's rude. Okay. I could scoot it over too. Oh, wait. The whole thing rose up by 1. That's why it's like that. And my door disappeared. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. I could also replace that with spandrel, this whole wall. Just like turn this into an arch. Maybe the other base game one that actually, I don't know what you call this detail. But I could do that one instead. And I don't know if I really want to do, I guess the outside is white, it has white. And the windows also have white trim. So I guess I should probably go with white on the inside too. It'll be easiest. Rather than choosing like a wood swatch or something. Even though I feel like Victorians tended to be really colorful. I can still make it colorful even if I use white accents. I could also kind of like that. I feel like they also did a lot of platforming in Victorian houses. So I feel like I could also put a door up here and I could like raise up a portion of this house. People could have repainted them white since, even if they were originally colorful. Yeah. I was thinking that too. That could work. I guess I just, if I don't have to, then I won't, you know. I could also like, I don't know if I really want to be super crazy complicated and just use tool in every single spot either. But so that's my only other concern, because I could overlap two windows on top of each other and just scoot one in a little bit. So then I can change the interior swatch. If I can click on the right window. Hello. And you can just like change the color of the swatches to be, actually I think the interior of this window is always white. So I couldn't even do that if I wanted to, but you can overlap two windows. And just make the interior one the wood swatch. You can change the swatch. You can also rotate it. But no, I don't actually want to do this, but like you can do that. So you pick you pick the same window twice. Actually, I don't even need to use tool for this because this window is different. I could just overlap two basically and just flip it around and just change the swatch if I wanted to. I would have to like try to get it to stop flickering, but I could do that if I didn't want the white interior. But I would still end up tooling it so it would stop flickering. I'd just scale it by like a tiny, tiny bit. And it would maybe make it flicker a little bit less. But you don't actually even need to do that. You could probably just get away with not even using tool at all. Just using two of the same window. It's not that bad. I've seen worse. We'll see. I'll leave it like that just to remember that I did that. But yeah, I was thinking maybe this side of the house I could raise up. I want this to be part of the same room, but I am afraid that my round room will disappear if I... No, it seems like it's good. It seems like it doesn't actually want to delete. I'm thinking about putting another arch here. Also, I think I want to put the kitchen in the back corner because it gives me an opportunity to do a galley kitchen, which I like to do when I am able. It's also, in a Victorian house, the kitchens tended to be a little bit more secluded and on their own. And honestly, in a house like this, they might actually have like a whole separate wing specifically for like servants' quarters and stuff. And it would be just like a one story. But I don't think I want to do that here. I think I want to raise these both up by one platform. And then I could do a spandrel arch here just to match the other one. Put it here. That kind of looks good. That's okay. I guess that works. I'm gonna have to elevate that and put it in the ground. That'll delete. This column will probably go away, but for now it's good. All right, let's put this here. All right. Hello? Oh, it can't be any shorter. So annoying. I hate that. I hate when it says that. So all these columns are going to disappear, so I don't even know why I'm bothering doing this, but All right. Could do a bathroom here, maybe. Well, I kind of want to do, since I already have this diagonal here. I feel like I want to do a dining room like that. So I might just, actually, I could probably put like a chimney here. And I usually do like to leave a little space for like an actual, where a chimney would go, just on the upper floors. And I could put probably a fireplace on each one of these floors in that spot. That could look good. I have to choose a base game one, unfortunately. So I have 4 options. Probably this one. This one's also good. It's a little bit more colonial, I guess, rather than like, picture this one actually fitting the Victorian vibe a little bit more. Yeah. And then that is actually a good spot for a chimney on the back right there, I think. Okay. I feel like that looks good. And then I do really like the octagon. I feel like maybe not for up here though. Could do something like that, and that could be a walk-in closet, or yeah, that'd be good. Yeah. And then I was thinking bathroom here. That's a really big window for a bathroom. But I feel like it's fine. I could also replace it with, could look better. I actually do like that more. Well, I like that way more actually. So I'm going to keep that. And I think maybe, I was thinking about this earlier and then I think I forgot. But I might want to do a tiny bit of a roof here. I want to make it just sloped way far down like this. Maybe I don't want to do that. Because I feel like a house would look like that in real life. Maybe maybe it'll just satisfy me to do that. I feel like it doesn't even matter. I think that that's fine. You can't even really tell it's there, so I think it's fine. Okay, so that's like basically the bottom floor. There's like a bit of an entry room. There's a back room here. Do I want 2 windows here or 1? Could be a little bit of a sunroom thing. This is probably where a door would go. So I'll just copy the front door. Then while I'm at it, I think I'll put, I can't do 3 windows really. So I have to have 4 here or 2. So I think I'll do 4. I think. That looks good. Okay. And this would probably be a room. That's a good size for a bedroom. I feel like I do need to actually change this a little bit. I need to move this backward a little bit. And I could either block this off, or I could actually make it a little shelf. You could like put, I mean, it's like the upstairs. I was gonna say you could put something there, like some sort of decoration, but it is the upper floor. So I feel like it would maybe just become part of this closet. If it was on the first floor or something, I would say maybe, and if it had a window behind it, well, I could put a dormer there. It could actually be like a little bit of a stairwell detail. But yeah, maybe I could try a dormer. I feel like that might be a good spot for one. It's not the worst, perhaps. I think I need to change the slope of this a little bit, maybe. I don't know. No, I don't really like that. I think I need to add the iron fence and platform. I need to add this room here. I don't even need to do a gable. It's also on the back of the house, so I feel like it's not really that big of a deal if it's not perfect. And I had in my mind a circular window, but maybe I use this one. I do like the roof, I think. I feel like it's fine. It's on the back. You won't even be able to see it. And it's kind of weird. And I feel like Victorians were kind of weird and just did random things. So I shouldn't overthink it. And I like that. Add some light in the hallway. And then I think I'll block off the staircase with some fences. Let me choose the stair railing maybe that I'm going to use in this house. And I have to use the base game ones. These are the ones I used outside, I think. But I don't necessarily need to use the same ones outside as I do on the inside. I think I like these ones for now. Now let's see if I can actually find the matching one in a fence. I feel like I always have trouble doing that, but no, that wasn't that too hard. Oh, and then perfect. Okay. Let's redo this roof here to work, and that should be good. Actually, the reason I wanted to do that is because I wanted to actually check to see if I can get rid of the floor here, and that would look good. I think I do like the idea of the little shelf there, but just want to make it smaller. Yeah, I like that. That looks cute. And then I'll do that. I think I want to open up this little section of the ceiling too, if I can. Yeah, I should be able to. That should only be this little circular room that I remove the floor from that. I don't need to remove the ceiling. Yeah. That looks good. Do I need... Well, that's the chimney, so I am going to leave that there. And then we have this hallway that goes around. We'll add some windows. I have a randomly placed bump out. It's not strategically placed or anything. It's just random. Which I kind of hate, but it's fine. It's okay. It's okay if it's random. It's fine. Okay. So there's 2 bedrooms so far. Uh, 4 bedrooms. This could also be a. I can't put that wall there. This is fine. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. Not ever. I can do something randomly. It's fine. Oh, I love that. What happened? Why did that happen to me? Okay. Oh. That's why that happened to me. Okay, well, we might have to make some changes. Hold on. Wait. Oh, it's going to happen in a second. And oh, and that's going to be really irritating. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I need to remove this fence. I need to add the floor back into this room, and I need to not do what I did with the fence. It's just not going to work. I'm going to need to put a closet there instead, or something. Delete the room. The roofs should go away, and they did, for the most part. Except there is a wall there, which I think is not actually there. Yeah, it's glitched. I would need to actually reload my game in order to get that wall to go away, which is really cool. So I'm going to pretend it's not there because it's not actually there. It's a fake wall. Nice. Oh, save reminder? Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. It has been a while. Okay, so closet here. Wait, that wall did go away. Did it go away when I saved? Nice. I haven't chosen a door yet for the inside. Do I have any in particular that I want to use over the others? I usually, if I can, my favorite doors to use is like this one. Or no, it's not this one. This one. I like this one the most, I think. But it's a 2-wide door. The layout is looking good so far. Thanks. It's coming together pretty simply, which is very nice. Sometimes you go into a build and it's just extremely frustrating the whole time. And other times it comes together very simply, and this is one of those times, it seems. This is kind of a small room, but it could be like it doesn't even have to be a bedroom. It could be like an office or something. I don't like the shape of it. I need it to be like square. So this can be a closet for either this room or this room. It's got a little bit of it's got access to this balcony, which I don't really know what you'd be able to do with. Usually I would just put an easel out there, which I think is probably the only thing I could do. So maybe I'd say it could be an art room, but yes, it's a good song. It's a good song. And it is that music video. I love her. She's amazing. Sabrina. An office with that little balcony would be fun, and the balcony is for them to take a smoke break. Literally, yes. Sounds pretty good. I love her too. Yeah, I love Sabrina Carpenter a lot. I have a playlist that's basically it's mostly just her. But I also adore the art room. It could probably if I was using more packs, I would just do it as an art room and probably put the word working table. I still could do that, but I could probably do like a miscellaneous activities room. Doing like an art room and an office. And I could put the easel outside. I usually like to use this one's better. I know it's an unlockable, but I'm going to use it, I think, because it's better. The house is blue. Yeah, let me just check. I don't think I want to use the blue easel, but we'll see. I'll just take a look first. I think it'd be weird to have an easel that matches the house. It's not like weird, I guess, but I would rather it. It doesn't, that seems kind of strange. I'll choose a different one. I feel like that's fine. It's kind of fun. And then if I do an easel, I always have to use the thing. I'll get rid of live edit. I always have to use the art caddy thing next to it. See if I can put that next to it. And you can't really see it very much from the outside. So that's good. Oh, my stairs are glitched. Why are they like that? Hello? Hello? Oh, it's decided to play another Sabrina Carpenter song. Oh, it's because of the platform. I think. Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Love that. I'll leave it like that. Too matchy-matchy in a way. Yeah. With the easel being the same color as the house. Like, yeah, I felt like that would be matchy-matchy for no reason. That'd be kind of strange. And then you could put... We just put a desk in here. Should I have... I feel like this is the biggest bedroom. Is there a spot to put the bed? Not really. Well, there is. Is there? I mean, there really isn't. Well, I could put it there. I could actually like put a platform here underneath the windows, like and behind the bed. Okay, let's get rid of this. Well, actually, what do oh, it's gonna be really annoying. And I can't get rid of that either. So never mind. I could still do that. I just have to figure out a different way to do it. Put a half wall, but the half wall will have to remain. It can't split this room. I have to put this wall somewhere else and then put it in place. So this still counts as one room. Because if I was to place that half wall here where I want it to be, it's going to turn this into 2 rooms, and then my roof is going to come inside of the house. Because this is 2 rooms now. And roofs hate half walls for some reason. They hate half walls and they hate fences that split rooms in 2. So I can do that. Then I could maybe just put a shelf there. Maybe a sized up shelf. That's going to actually be outside though. I can figure it out. I'll figure something out. I could lower it down just a wee bit. That's probably good. Can I scale this up just a tiny, tiny bit? Oh, this is 3. It is 3. Let's do 3.25. That comes into that room. Let's do 3.4. I don't know if this is going to work. It already appears outside of the house, so it won't work. I'm going to leave it there for now. I guess. I don't really know where else I would put the bed in this room. Because there's windows and doors everywhere. But yeah, let's see. I'd probably use this bed. I feel like that fits well there. I could just like, I want some space for some end tables. That's my only thought. I could do, that's a really big room. I just realized how big this room is. So I could split it into more rooms. That could work too. I put a wall here and extended the hallway even more. This gigantic hallway that takes up so much space already. Then I have another room here. I could also do this. Then I could do like an ensuite or something here. It's a really big room. Do that, maybe. Could do that, and then this could be the primary suite. Could have it on, and it's a gigantic bathroom. And I could put this back over here into this, make like a closet for this office. I don't know. And I said I was having an easy time with this earlier. I shouldn't have said that because I jinxed myself. I feel like are there spaces for me to put a bed in here? Yeah. I put the bed. This is also a teen room, so I don't necessarily have to have access to both sides of the bed. I could put it against a wall, so there's plenty of spaces for me to put it. And even if I wanted access to both sides, it could go there. Yeah. And like honestly, even this office is like, it's not as small. Like I've seen rooms like this in real life. I do that all the time, jinxing myself. Yeah. Yeah, me too. I feel like this, like I've seen rooms like this in real life. I was thinking it was kind of small, but it's honestly not. You could even put a bed in there. I'm going to make it an office. I especially think that because this is a Victorian house, in reality, they would probably have like, I guess this is a Victorian like mansion, so maybe there would be a lot of bathrooms, or there could be a decent number of them. But I was thinking it would make sense to just have like one bathroom in the whole house. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I could put the bed there. Why didn't I put it there? What was my reasoning? I think it's fine here. Yeah, there's plenty of space. I don't know why I keep thinking there's like not very much space in here, but there really is. And again, this room is really gigantic now. Yeah. That's not too bad. Could add another spot for a closet in here. And that can just be like, I don't know, that could be a nice little spot for like a chair and a bookshelf or something. Yeah. What if I did that so I could actually make the room octagonal? Do I want to do that? Or do I want to not waste space like that? I think I'll just leave it, and then it could be a good spot to put a dresser. Okay. This is the matching dresser, it looks like. I wasn't really thinking about this particular set. Isn't this the mega set? Is this really what the mega? This isn't the mega bed. The mission set, I should say. Okay. Yeah, well, I think that's a good. I think that's a pretty decent floor plan. Let's do wood floors maybe. I don't like those wood floors. I don't know why I just picked those ones. I don't like how they don't have any splits in between the planks. It looks like a deck, which is why I used it outside. I like this one. This is the dining room. And that was like the sunroom, I think I said. I could put an actual, instead of doing an arch, I could actually do a set of like French doors if I would do it as like a sunroom or something. Which could be cool. Like these ones. And then we got a kitchen here. I feel like there should be a door from the kitchen. I can put it in the middle maybe. But I want a smaller one. Like this one. If I do that there. Let's finish doing the windows on this house because it's all a hallway, so I can basically put them wherever I want them to be, I think. Sunroom would be nice. Yeah. I love doing a sunroom when I can. Let's see. I think this will be a bathroom. Did I do a platform into this room? already? I did not. I think I would. Yeah. That looks good. Probably put one window here and one window here on both floors. It's centered with a tile, so I can't put a sink on it. But I should probably use the short ones since this is the kitchen. And part of me is also wants to lower this area down because I'm having issues with the platform here. This room can be platformed though, and we can just use some, I could do a step down. And I forgot I didn't even use doors, arches, so I can actually make it look like a step with the platform trim by using, like, choosing that one. I think this one's, I was going to say it's too thick there, but it's really not. But it's already as tight over here, so maybe I would choose one of these actual platform trims rather than foundation. Yeah. And then I'll do tile. I'll choose a tile for the kitchen. I don't ever use that one. I like this one. Maybe I'll do this one for now. Or no, this one's kind of nice. I'll do it in the bathroom too. Then I need a door into there. I need a smaller door probably, which really irritates me because I don't like having different types of doors in the house. But maybe I don't. Maybe this one's fine. Yeah. Well, maybe I should put it over here. Yeah. And then I can put counters there and there. Save. We have so few wallpapers in the base game. Because that's the next thing I need to figure out after I do the flooring. And I do like this one. I could actually, can't very easily, but I could put the rounded part here instead. Is that going to delete my stairs? It's going to delete my stairs and the rounded platform. Because of course it is. So should I just do what I need to do outside first and then put it in there and see if that works? Then let's see if I can get this to combine smoothly in this spot. That is going to be a no. Can I get it to? I'm actually kind of surprised that that didn't work. I can build. I didn't really want you to do that. Let's put that back outside. What's the easiest? What's going to be the easiest way for me to do this? Probably like this, I guess. Just completely redoing it. Move this here where I want it to be. We'll probably lower it down. Nope, I don't need to. Put my spandrel back. Then put my stairs back. And this needs to be lowered down again. I'm surprised that these haven't like disappeared. That they've stuck around because I was sure that they were going to. Toggle group. Now let's put down flooring. Yeah, that's good. I want to re-put the platform trim I chose, which is this one, I think. And now this whole section is raised up. This could be risen as well. This, if this is a sunroom, actually, it makes, I feel like it would make sense for it to be a step down. It really bothers me here, but maybe I could build something that looks like a fake step. But I like that being stone there or something. I don't like that. Any of the floor patterns that I choose, I'm gonna have to choose to have them have it the same, which I didn't. Well, actually, I could put a carpet there, sized up. That's the only thing I can think of. But I don't think that we have any like stone. I kind of want it to be like stone in the entry or something, or tile, and I don't think that we have anything like that in the base game. Wait, we do, but it's still not gonna work. No, it will. I keep second guessing myself. This is the only one I think that we have. So I'd have to use brick. It's the only one that I could use. Okay, so I'd have to do something like that, and I just don't know if this will work. It's the only one. If I lowered this down with tool, would it actually do what I want it to do? Minus 0.25. It will. But do I like it? Oh, I like the purple. Kind of like the purple. It kind of looks like tile if I do it in purple. Use the terracotta color too. I think I'm going to be covering up a lot of this anyway with various stuff. So I feel like I don't have to think about it, or I don't have to overthink it too much. And now I can use a different flooring. So now I can have a different flooring than up here on the lifted part. And this is just like the entry room. I feel like there would be, I don't know, like closets and stuff in here. I don't know. Just make it a little sitting room. And then if I could find some sort of wardrobe and some sort of entry cabinet to put here, it would look nice. But that's usually easier said than done in the base game, because this is about the only one that we have that I'm thinking would be good. What is this? Oh, this is the coach thing. I haven't looked at this yet. I was like, what is that? This is a really ugly swatch. Is this really what it looks like? That is awful. Is that not awful? Hold on. Well, the ones that aren't coach are nice. But the coach one, that is a terrible quality. That's like 4 pixels. Yeah, it's awful. That's awful quality. That's very annoying. It's just like the SpongeBob ones. Like I didn't get the SpongeBob kit because not just because it was SpongeBob and I didn't want it in my game, but because the quality of those items. Anytime there's a SpongeBob character on those items, it was really, really, really poorly done. But I also mean as an item, it's not fun that it's always open. Yeah. It also, is it just, let me see something. Is it just this? Okay, it is different than this. I was thinking it was just like a recolor of this for a second, but it is actually a different item. Yeah, it is annoying that it's always open. It is base game though, which is good. And especially for like a Victorian house, like it is annoying that it's open, but like I could, oh, it has coach on the inside. Ew, why? How dare? No. Well, at least it's on the inside. Like, is it a suitcase? Yeah, it's great for base game. Actually, yes, it's like a. I think it's a wardrobe. So it's just like it's in the dressers section. So I assume you just get clothes out of it. But there is a coat. There it says coach on the inside, which I'm actually kind of surprised by that. I thought that we were going to get some swatches that weren't coach at all. They're Simlish at least. They're Simlish swatches. But even the Simlish swatches still have the C's on them, which is fine. I would be okay with the C's if they were actually good quality, but I don't like actually the way that they look. The texture of that is just awful, right? Yeah, but it might be good on like I could just like hide that part. Like I'm doing this as a bedroom, but I picture you could have like a Victorian attic or something. Maybe I could do that. I could leave this a blank space for this house. Some of them are not Simlish. Yeah, some of them aren't Simlish. They have both. They have both of them that they have a coach swatch. It's not that bad because it's on the back on the inside, but I'm actually happy that they didn't make us pay $10 for the coach shit. Yes. That would be awful. Can you imagine? When did you change your name? Um, but like seeing this now, like actually makes me want to just put a. I don't know if I have enough stuff in this game to actually do a Victorian attic in just the base game. Because I was going to do this as a teen bedroom, a little bit of a rebrand. Yes, I still knew. I liked that I still knew it was you. Not that like a complete full rebrand isn't fine, but it is nice when you still recognize the person even with their name changed. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave it like that. I haven't changed. I haven't decided yet. But an old Victorian attic could be really cool. These stairs are going to be a pain. I've gone by Erwin so long in gaming space that I'm never changing it. Yeah, yeah, I can see that. I like it's a good name. I think it's like unique. It's a fun name. I like it. I probably should change my name because I hate the numbers in my name, but I don't know. It's fine. I chose it when I was like probably 13. And I've had it on everything since, and I would just have to change it on everything, and because of the way I am, I would insist that it's literally spelt the exact same way on like every platform. And it would be really annoying to try to find one that works everywhere, I think. Plus, I love your username as it is. Thanks. Plus, like, people recognize me a little bit now. Like, so the people that do recognize me as Jake DF16 aren't going to know who I am if I change my name, and I'll have to go through and make sure everyone knows again, which I don't really want to do. Okay, let's pick. I want different flooring for the upstairs. I feel like maybe something a little bit rickety could be kind of nice. Not something that's too awful. Might just have to suffer with what I have, which is not very much. Anyway, I don't like this one. I will never use it. I'm also attempting to separate myself from the Sims community. Oh, posting my last CC cover, CC over the weekend, and then retiring until further notice. Aw. Well, hopefully you stick around in. Well, hopefully I'll still see you around. But no, I see. I get what you mean. It's kind of a weird time in The Sims right now, so. Do I like this flooring? I'm just placing it around and I don't actually know if I like it. It's fine. What if it was darker? I still watch people play The Sims and post it occasionally. It's still one of my favorite games. Yeah, that's fair. I don't ever use this flooring. I feel like it's all right. I need to bring it up to the third floor. I was thinking at 1.2 of doing a basement, but I don't know if I want to deal with that. Or trying to fit the staircase in for it somewhere. Yeah, I'll just leave it. I don't have to do a basement everywhere. What did I say this room was going to be? I don't think I planned. Well, I guess it'd just be a living room. If it is a living room, it should probably have. There is a spot on this wall that I could put a fireplace. I could put a chimney here. I could put a chimney there. Do I want to put a chimney there? Do I want to? That's the question. I don't know. I could also just put a chimney in this spot on the roof, which might be better than actually. Oh, it got rid of my corbels, which I don't want to redo. I feel like I might just put it in this wall and just like, or where this wall is below, and I might just like not question it. Does the chimney take away from the Victorian style house? No. I just didn't know if I liked the way that it was so chunky. Like, it was way thicker than I imagined it. Like, if the actual chimney, I guess I could have. Like, if the chimney went all the way up the house and was as thin as this chimney object is, then it would have looked fine. But I just felt like doing a whole tile was just too much. I could, like, if I really wanted to, which that just like reminded me, I could do like, I could do that squishing thing I was talking about. Like I could, let's try like 1.25. Scale 1.5. I'm just doing an experiment right now. Scale, try 1.6. Victorians had a lot of chimneys, usually. Especially because, like, in this style of house, they usually had, like, pretty closed rooms. And if I was doing this really well, probably each one of these rooms would have a fireplace in it. And so a lot of the times in these old houses, they're just, if you look at the roof, they're just scattered with chimneys. Okay, now let's rotate this. It better not rotate. Don't actually rotate, please. It does actually rotate. That's so annoying. Dang it, this game actually working. How dare it actually work and do what it's supposed to do? Does this one rotate? That actually looks really good the way that it is, the size, but how else would they have the how else would we have this chimney sweepers? See, exactly. Rotate, is it already on the right axis? Can't see it. Yes. Let's try this one. 45. It does actually rotate. That's weird. That's really surprising to me. But let me just... I don't know, like you could stack some chimneys up, but I don't know if I actually want to do that. Does this one rotate? Let's see. It does actually rotate. Most of these like roof objects don't rotate, I thought, especially from the base game, the old ones. I don't really want to use this one, but I just want to... Apparently all of the chimneys from the base game. I wish they worked in the same way as they do in The Sims 3. Yeah. Partially. I wish it was similar to Sims 3. Sometimes it was really annoying in Sims 3 because they were big in The Sims 3 and they definitely got in the way. But it was nice. It was nice, and especially to me, I think that's why I'm like I am partly in The Sims 4, where I like when I do a house, I want the chimney to be in a spot where the fireplace is because of The Sims 3. Like they always you had to in The Sims 3, unless you were using cheats. Like they were gonna put a fireplace. If you put down a fireplace, it would have a chimney attached. I wish that they gave us a toggle to turn it on and off. Yeah. That would be nice. Or like in The Sims 3, like if you place down a fireplace, it would come with a chimney. But I think that if you had cheats on and if you had testing cheats on, you could grab it and you could delete it. You could delete that whole chimney, but only if you had cheats on. If I remember. No, what I'm trying to do is just not working. So I'm going to just leave it, I guess. Just gonna go back to pretending. That one's really, really tall. But I kind of wanted a taller one. So maybe I'll place that one and size it down. Come on, game, please. Place it where I wanted to go. There. I think that's why it can be done in 3. I tend to avoid building in that game. Yeah, 3. I think simply because I can do this makes me never want to play in any of the other games ever. Like, this is why I'm stuck with The Sims 4, is because I can do that. Like, back in The Sims 3, it was like, do I want this house to be an even house or an odd house? Like, how do I want to use an even sized door or do I want to use an odd sized door? And like, you had to base the whole house based off of that. And also, where do I want the house to be on this lot? Like, that was the first thing you think of, because once you place it, you're not moving it. You can't just like pick it up. Like now we can just be like, oh, I don't want this here. Let me just move it. It's like, there you go. The whole house moves. But we had, it was not easy. Yeah, The Sims 3 makes me appreciate how free build mode is in The Sims 4. Yeah. Like that window and door update, alt placing windows and doors was probably, I don't think that we've gotten anything even remotely similar, like as good as that ever in any of the updates in any of the games. Like that was probably the biggest change to build mode ever. And it was a small thing, but I think it made the biggest difference. I like Sims 2 for gameplay and The Sims 4 for build mode. Yeah, definitely. I think The Sims 2 was really good. I was mostly like Sims 3 era, but I did play The Sims 2. I have most of the original like cases for it. To be honest, I only got in The Sims as much as I am in the last few years, so Sims 4 is my go-to. Yeah, that's fair. My first Sims game, it was, I think, The Sims Bustin' Out. It was either The Sims 2 for console or The Sims Bustin' Out. I played them both at around the same time. I think that those were my first ones. I never played The Sims. I never played the original Sims. What was I doing? Oh, chimney stuff. I wanted to check. I don't really have the fence that I want to do for this, but I was thinking maybe, because this is the one I want to use. You ever see like sometimes when a chimney is really tall, they actually attach it to the roof. Sometimes I like doing that. It's just kind of a small detail and it probably won't make a huge difference, but I might place one and just like move the chimney backward to fit. But yeah, The Sims Bustin' Out was my first game. I love that game. The Sims 2, I played The Sims 2 for computer for a little bit, and then I think my cousins came over and played, and they put it in their laptop, and then they left and they forgot to take the disc out of their laptop, and so that was just like the last time. Like, oh, I guess I'm just never playing that game again. And so I don't remember it as much. I don't know why we never got another disc after that, but yeah, then The Sims 3 came out, and that was when I was like a teenager, like in middle school, maybe. And we have all that's when I really played The Sims. I played The Sims 3 a lot. That's really thick, but I think that's fine. I want to change the color. Actually, maybe that's fine. You can't really see it, but you don't really need to be able to see it. I bought The Sims 2 on DVD at a yard sale for 25 cents, and they had all the expansions and gave them to me. That's crazy. That's how that used to happen. Like with DSs and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure like I sold, unfortunately, I think I sold my Game Boy Advance at a yard sale, and it's like, oh, here's all the games for it. It's like for $20. They still worked too, but I had to buy the re-release for my current laptop. I bought a disk drive. You can actually buy a disk drive, like a separate one, a USB disk drive, and that's what I played all of my Sims 2 discs on for a while. But I did buy the re-release when they came out. Okay, so what was I doing? I want to put down fireplace. I could put a fireplace in here, but this room is so small. I don't want to waste a bunch of space. Put that there. And then I think those are the only chimneys I'm going to place in here. In reality, I feel like they would have these they would have like a really, really tiny fireplace like in this corner. But like we don't have one that's kind of like that. We have like a modern one, but like, and I guess that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like you would have something really small in the corner. It would just not look modern. Something like this, but even skinnier, I imagine. And since it was Victorian, it would probably actually be fancy and wooden and okay, let's pick out some wallpapers now. I don't know. Maybe I do this as like partially finished. I could have it painted too, since the windows are painted. I do like the white. So like this could have been an unfinished attic. And they've like since made it a little bit nicer. Well, I guess significantly nicer. Have I placed all the windows? Not really. I forgot to put the window down here. And then I think I'll put one there to be symmetrical. I could actually put two if I wanted, maybe. And then you can't put one there. Well, I can't even put one here because of the fireplace. Just fake it. I could fake it and put it there, which I think I'll do. I think I'll fake it. And then there's too many windows in this room. So I'll get rid of that one. That looks good. It still looks pretty small next to that giant one on the goth slot. I don't really want to rebuild that lot. I could just like cover it with trees or something. I don't want to. I really like this house. It really bothers me that it takes up the whole lot. That used to be my goth house. I've turned it into a funeral home to just sort of like echo back to them. And like maybe they even own it. But I moved them because they deserve something actually nice. They don't deserve this tiny little lot. They deserve a gigantic lot and a big, beautiful mansion. So I built them one. But it is a pretty house. I based it off of a picture too. I don't know if I'd be able to find the picture, but and I liked this part. The picture had that too. My dog just dropped her toy outside my door and it scared me. And now she wants to come in, of course. Hello. Hi. Okay. You gonna get up on my bed, or is she just gonna pace back and forth and then ask to leave immediately? Ellie, go up on my bed. Come here. Come here. Let me pick wallpapers. Let me try to pick wallpapers. I feel like I have to go with this classical set. I think that one looks good. I can pick actual colors later, but I can just kind of leave them. I need to use the white one. I feel like maybe I should use the fanciest one for the dining room. But yeah, let me just put down some wallpapers. This is kind of like, I don't want to say it's like outside, but since it's like a sunroom, it should have wooden paneling, I think. This is a bathroom. So it needs like tile probably. It could have a matching tile to the kitchen even, since they're right next to each other. If I can find one that actually looks good. In my other house, the house across the street, I used this one in the kitchen, so I probably shouldn't use it in this one, even though I do like it. This one's kind of nice. I won't be able to see it because the counters will cover it up. Maybe this one. Yeah, this one's nice. I'll use this one for now. What do I do with the entry? Oh, I need to do, I don't want to do that trick anymore. Even though that was kind of nice to know that with these windows, you can just place them again and just rotate them. Just click the rotate key to flip them around. And then you can have, okay, see ya, Puma. You can have 2 windows. You can change the color of the inside. Hey, Valkyrie. How are you? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. I'm building a Basegame Victorian mansion at the moment. I didn't know The Sims had more games. Yeah, this is Sims 4. Sims 4. And there are rumors that maybe it's even... There might be actually... it might be ending The Sims 4. Starting some other games, but who knows. Yep, I've played all of the... I haven't played The Sims 1. Chillin', what about you? Doing pretty good. This is my 3rd stream. So I'm very new. And I am more relaxed right now and during this stream than I have been so far, which is making me very happy. Do you think we'll get The Sims 5? I heard rumors that they said that we aren't going to get The Sims 5, but I don't believe them. Because, I mean, and things change, you know. I think that them saying we aren't planning a Sims 5 or that we aren't doing a Sims 5 is basically them just saying what their current plans are. But I think eventually they'll have to do something that will basically be The Sims 5, even if they don't call it that. It's like a therapy. But yeah. I think that we might get one eventually. Not anytime soon, I don't think, but they do have other games in the works. Like they have some sort of mobile situation in the works. What that actually turns out to be, I'm not sure, and I don't know if I'm really super interested from what they've talked about recently. I'm really not interested in it. I think that they literally used the words mobile first experience or something. And I'm not really personally interested in a mobile first experience. I don't want to play a mobile game. I think that there will be Sims because they have a huge fan base. Yeah. I think so. I think that they know that like people would buy it. They've said specifically that, and I can't believe that they would say this, but they've said that they don't want people to be, you know, to have to like restart again with a new game, you know, and buying new expansions, which is like, okay, I guess that's nice, but I'm surprised you're saying it, but thanks. But also at the same time, I am bittersweet because I love this game, but there's definitely some fundamental aspects of this game that make it really, that have always made it difficult. That made it hard to compete with the previous version, the previous games, like open worlds. The fact that I can't just go to this house without having to go through a loading screen, or just go down the street. It's and go anywhere in the world. Like that's really annoying. And I got over it for a while. I was like, it's okay. We don't really need this. And then I've since changed my mind. Kind of. I've gotten tired of it and want open worlds now. So what are you doing with the house? So this is my. I've built all of this stuff. This is my like save file. I've been working on it for like 5 years. And this lot, I think this is the second time that I've actually done this particular lot. I think second or third. And I'm just building it for my save file. And if people are actually interested in having a copy of my save file, I would definitely share it online. But like for a long time, this was just for me to play in. Like anytime I've ever actually played The Sims, like played with a household or did like a legacy where you play with like a long, you plan on playing with every generation. I will always copy this save and I will start playing in this save file. I always keep this one clean, like a clean version of it, but I'll always play in this one just because I like my builds better. I used a tool and my item is still green, even though I stopped moving it, and I don't know how to stop it from being green. How do you unselect? So there's 2 ways to unselect. So you can either click it and then click it again to make it unselect. You can also, if you have like a group of items, by holding Alt, you can untoggle all of them at the same time by going into options and then clicking toggle group. Those are the 2 ways to do it. I would love your save file. Thank you. Yeah, I definitely would be interested in sharing it. I think that'd be really, really fun. It's definitely something I would consider. I like the way this looks. I feel like I might want that to be a little bigger. Yeah, let's do that. It's not centered with the store, but it doesn't need to be. Got to run for now. Hope you all have an amazing night and day. Thanks, Vibes. I appreciate you stopping by. Have a good night. Oh, sounds good. I want to see it complete. And I like the stream. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. It's very reassuring considering I've basically just started. So, and I've been a bit nervous. Today I'm less nervous than I was the last 2 times, but so it's going well. It's going well. And I'm happy. I've played this game by myself for so long. And I feel like I want to do it with other people. I'm tired of doing it by myself. Okay. Elevate minus 0.25. That didn't work. Hello. Elevate minus 0.25. I really like this rounded area. I think that looks really cute. It's really pretty. Okay, let's put this. I don't want to do the wainscoting on the upper floors. But I do think I want to do you stream often? I intend on streaming often because I have a lot of anytime basically that I play The Sims, which is like most days, anytime that I intend on building specifically, I'm currently intending on basically streaming whenever I'm building. So I streamed, like, I can't really commit to a schedule at the moment. But I probably intend on streaming most days. Like I streamed Monday and Tuesday, I think. What's the day? Today's Thursday. I think my first stream was Monday. Yeah, I streamed Monday, Tuesday, and today. But whether or not, like, I haven't committed to a schedule yet, unfortunately. Okay, I need to move this out a little tiny bit with the tool. Yeah, I will get notification anyway. Yeah, you should be able to turn notifications on. If you wanted to, obviously, if you wanted to stick around, that is. Okay. Yeah, that's looking good. Should I put a fence around this lot? I keep thinking that. I feel like I guess I probably should. Except with the way that the lot is shaped, or the way that I have it up on a hill, it might be a little bit difficult. Do you have to, would it be weird to just have a front fence? Or did houses like this have that? I love to draw. Will you check them out? I mean, yeah, sure. I could probably check out one of your streams if you stream. Victorian houses in the UK do have that, like just a front fence. Yeah, I'm thinking like an iron fence or like a stone and iron fence. I could do that by like raising this up on a foundation a little bit, like doing that, then replacing it with an iron fence. I could raise it up after this. Yeah, I think they do in America too, I think, where you just kind of have this like rickety iron fence just kind of like out in the front, but it might not necessarily go around the whole house. You usually share them on Discord. I don't personally have I don't have a Discord yet. But if I ever get a Discord in the future, maybe I would be able to check them out. But no, unfortunately, I'm not really interested in joining any other Discords right now or anything. Unfortunately, I'm sorry. All right. I do not have Twitter, unfortunately. I have Blue Sky. Nope. I kind of like that. I feel like if I could though, I would do an iron fence. I could do this. Actually, this one will work. This one, I don't want to do the wood. I don't want to do the. That's okay. No worries. This is the closest one that I think I can do. I want to do the one from Strangerville because that's the one that I have in my mind. Well, this one could work too. This one's too small. Actually, I feel like I could probably take it around this corner as well a little bit, since this is like a public path. Yeah, I could probably do it. I could move this house over a little bit to give myself a little bit more space. And I can do it around the corner. I'll stick with this one for now, maybe. I do think I like that. And then it goes down a hill, and I don't really want it to be on the hill part. But I could raise this back up, and then I intend on putting bushes here. Hedges. And I want it to be the same distance away. Probably even do another. I could do another staircase. I don't think I will, though. I think I'll probably do it like right here. Is there a difference? I mean, I don't think that there is. But does anyone know? Maybe Annalie, if you've ever heard this. Do you know if there's a difference between Queen Anne style versus Victorian? Because I've heard both of those, but I think, from what I've heard, I think that they're interchangeable. I mean, I feel like I should know that, but... How do I do the thing? Queen Anne is a Victorian style. Oh, so maybe it's like, could be like a squares and rectangles thing. The Victorian styles have many different ones. Okay, yeah, there you go. So like Queen Anne is a type of Victorian, then. That makes sense. There you go. There you go. Yay! New mod. New mod. I gave you a sword. I'm thinking just probably these bushes. It'll cover up, and I'll lower them down a little bit with tool. I might put it like a bigger one on the corner. Oh my god, you have the power. Use it wisely, use it wisely. Let's do it to here. And let's do a couple, well, I could do these. This wetland cypress, graveyard cypress even. Thought it was wetland cypress, but I think that might be the debug one. I only know that because I've had to, like, I made an override for this tree because in some of the gallery pictures, it's like right in the middle of the way. So I made an override to like make it disappear. Of course, I would do that, but yes, I did that. So I'm pretty sure that's why I know that. I will honor my sword. I know you do. I know you will. I know you will. Let's turn on debug and live edit. Let's try to find, oh, is that, okay, it is base game. This is the one I was thinking. Just doing this on the corner. Be kind of good. Do these on a couple of the corners. I feel like Queen Anne is exclusive to the US. It might be because I've, if that, The first time I heard about it was from like, and I hate to say this again, but my architecture teacher is the only person I heard that from. I always knew them as Victorians beforehand. It might be an American thing. I don't hear people talking about it here. I hadn't heard it either though. I hadn't heard about it either. So it might just be like uncommon. It might be an uncommon term. This build is so beautiful. Oh, thank you. I think I'm very happy with it. Very happy with it. I really like this part a lot. I picture like if this is an attic, this is actually reminding me of a house I've seen nearby me. And every Christmas, like, and you can like see this side from the street. And they have they put a Christmas tree right up here. And it's got to be their attic or something, but they put a Christmas tree like right up here and you can see it from the road and it's just so cool. Like can you imagine like actually living in a house that looks like this and you'd be able to put a Christmas tree up there? Oh my God, I would love that. But that does look really, really good up there. I'm thinking about putting a side staircase down here. I think I should probably put it on this side though. I was putting it over here. Should put it here so I can connect up to this path more cleanly. I could put it here or here. This would look better with the house. Come on. Please. And then I can move. I don't need to place another one. I can move this over. Then let's go to lower the train down. Is that good? I think I need to do it again. Is that what it did over here too? No. So maybe, no, that is good. I was wrong. Oh, that's the wrong spot. Okay, that's looking good. I like that. I need to move these a little bit further this way though. I think I still do, especially these ones. I think I do need to lower these into the ground. Well, maybe these ones are kind of fine. I want to edit the terrain of this a little bit too, so it matches the front. Now that I've done this. Oh, that's not the right one. I want to turn on the P view so I can actually see what's going on. And that's its official name, by the way, and it's the official name because I don't think anybody other than me knows about it. So I can call it whatever I want. Because they don't tell anyone anything, and we all have to learn things on our own. Through our own clumsiness. And clicking random buttons until they do something. That actually looks fine. I don't think I need to lower those. Are these lower on this side? No. I think that if I use some terrain paint, it might be fine. What if I like the height of them? Maybe if I copy them. Oh. I copy them and then lower those ones into the ground to make the hedge look taller. It might be better. Let's copy these, which you can do by holding Shift and Alt at the same time with the tool. Then lower these by like 0.5. Is that good? I think that's good. It's a bit perfect. Matches which bothers me a little bit. It matches. Maybe I'll flip a couple of them around. Because I'm that particular, apparently. Let's rotate a couple of these just so it's not so perfectly overlapped with the one underneath. This looks great. You're making me want to build in Willow Creek. Cool, I'm glad. That's like actually such a compliment. Because, especially with Willow Creek being the first one, I feel like a lot of us I feel like there's so many other packs that are so cool that we kind of forget about Willow Creek. But it's a pretty world. And honestly, especially this like base game set, like it can work. It can definitely work. I need to save. I really like this hedge. It makes it look really fancy. And it makes it look like a Victorian now to me even more. I was gonna move this house over this way a little bit, but I feel like maybe I like it there. And I'm gonna fix this later, but the platform I have in the house is being really annoying, so I'm gonna have to do it at the end. Because I think I could have a small gap here. And then I can just do, like, I don't even have to do a yard here. Like I can do, like it would look so cool with like some flower boxes. I feel like I even want to like, I want to make it like look like a mound of like mulch, maybe even like maybe raise it up. Oh, that's way too aggressive. Like you raise it up a little tiny bit so you can like see the plants from down here. Okay. I don't want it to mess up my fence. That's all I need to be careful with about. Yeah. Let's turn off the P view. I can just do it by clicking G. I can't see anything now. Yeah. I feel like we always forget to do terrain around the house. But it always makes a huge difference, I think, doing a little bit of terrain work. Makes it look more real. Looks good for now on this side. I'm more worried about this. Back, ooh, the build is looking good. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I really like the fence. It's making it look really, really fancy. And it's looking like a real Victorian. And I'm surprised that I actually found a fence that looks like an iron fence. I was picturing the I Have Power scene from He-Man when I was made a mod. Yes, the two mods. Okay, I'm outnumbered. I'm outnumbered now. Okay, let's do this. I'm totally not ordering food. Totally not doing that right now. That'd be crazy. Can you imagine doing that on a stream? It'd be so unprofessional. I'm totally not doing that. It'd be crazy. I'm getting this. Small. Well, is there a medium? I'm not ordering food. We're besties now. How do you like your coffee? I got an Italian coffee maker for Christmas, and I've been living my best life. And I make coffee all the time. I only need a small. Okay, I'm done. I mean, I'm not ordering food. That'd be crazy. Where am I? You're still ordering food? No. Mm-mm. Nope. Not ordering food. Okay, done adding items. Not ordering food. Okay. But yeah, I got a mocha pot espresso maker, and it's amazing. It's very simple, and it's improved my life immensely. And so much so, which is like, this is crazy. I know seems like a reasonable thing, but like, I would rather make coffee at my house than order it at a place. We totally didn't get Wendy's. That's we totally ordering food. No. I would never. I almost never get the same coffee twice in a row when getting one at a cafe. At home, just whatever we got laying around. Yeah. I am very, very particular, believe it or not. And I'm the type of person who like fears of, you suspect I got Wendy's, not sure why. Yeah, I don't know what would give you that idea. But I'm the kind of person who fears that I won't like the thing that I try to get. And so I get the exact same thing every single time. It's like, what if I don't like it? You get the thing that's safe. Okay. That is looking very good. I need to actually put the train paint down so I can actually see the vibe of what I was doing. The train paint is like the best part. I'm not doing the whole train paint. The train paint is like the actual drawing part. I wish we actually had mulch, like a mulch train paint. We don't have one. Isn't that kind of strange? You're that way about certain food or way with food at certain restaurants. Yeah. Yep, that's me, basically me, everywhere. Okay, that's going well. That looks good. I'm gonna stop it here because I haven't really decided what I want to do over there yet. Yeah, that looks good. I think it's kind of pretty. Eating tacos at the moment, totally not your fault. Yeah, I kind of love Taco Bell. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. Oh, I forgot my dog. She's in here. Oh my gosh. Can you see her? I forgot she was in here. Okay. I'm gonna, oh, God. This part is gonna be covered with plants anyway. So I'm not gonna, I would, if in order to fix this, I would have to, you keep saying the best wrong. In order to fix that, I would have to literally move the entire house like out of the spot and then move it back, and I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So I'm just going to put bushes there and it'll be fine. I think I want to do terrain paint. Could I do pavers here? I don't usually like these. This is why I want to try to use them. But I don't want the faded ones at the edge because then it makes it look like terrain paint. I want to do like only full pavers. I want to get rid of things like that. Should have done this first, I guess. It's kind of fun. Especially because I don't, yeah, I just don't ever use this one. Okay, let's put these down. Then I can get rid of some on the edges. The color of the grass is slightly different, which totally doesn't bother me at all. I feel like it's really not that bad. I'm being dramatic. It can be a little bit dark. Maybe that's because the people have been stepping on it. It's also, it's going to repeat. So I might just like remove some randomly, make it look less repetitive. Yeah, that's fine. Just followed you. Have heard your streams are fun from Jake, so I'll have to check in sometime. You definitely should. Her streams are very, very fun. They are like kind of like, if they're kind of chaotic, but also at the same time, Anley's voice is like really nice. And it's very easy to listen to. But yes, she's very fun. Yeah, they're like chill and I don't know how to describe it other than chill and chaotic at the same time. I think I'm going to do this. Do I like this terrain paint or am I making a terrible decision? I feel like I like it. Yeah. It's fine. It'll do. I'm not done yet, so I shouldn't speak too soon before I'm actually like done putting the shading and stuff down. Because I can make it look, it already is a bit darker. Like I could add some like moss. If I lower the opacity of this and I can kind of like overlap. Yeah, I can kind of just like overlap some moss into it. And it'll look not stupid, maybe? And just add some variation so it's not so repetitive. Chaos that isn't stressful, basically. Yes, exactly. Fun chaos. Is that good? I don't know if I like it as much there. Yeah, it's not too stressful. It's not stressful at all. Not even a little bit is it stressful. It's very nice. Jake helps me build a lot. Yes. Yes, I try. it's very hard to like, it's so much easier for maybe me specifically. But probably other people can relate too, I guess, but it's so much easier for me to show how to do something rather than try to describe it in texts. So usually I'm like sending you DMs with pictures because I'm terrible at describing things. At least I feel like I am. This is beautiful. Thank you. It needs shading. It needs more shading and variation. You're not terrible. Okay, good. Good, good. I feel like I am a bit terrible at describing things, but I don't know. I feel like I want to do like a little bit of brown. Just a little bit. He's going to help me figure out how to make a little hobbit house under a bridge for a family I am planning to make. Yes. Yes. I'm excited for that. That'll be really cool. It'll be fun to figure out. Spoiler alert, the family is trolls. Like, it's a troll family. So they have to, so I was like, you're making a troll family, they have to live under a bridge. Like that's amazing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. See, beat you to it, I think. Yeah, they're trolls. They need to live under a bridge. It's important. Be cute if like they had like, yeah, just like a little hobbit house, like a cute little cozy house under the bridge. Yep, they need to. Exactly. Is this working? It's too flat. I need to add some like more variation. That's too similar. What about this one? That's too not good. I think we're gonna use this dark green one again, and I'm just gonna like lower the opacity and kind of just like add some variation. I did it over here too, where like I added highlights to this lot. I think my dog wants to leave again. Hi, Ellie. Oh, I forgot. I need to add an entrance to the garage. That helps a lot. It gives it like a little bit of a highlight. I'm gonna need to rework this. I'm really excited about. I'm a decent builder, but sometimes the technical aspects are over my skill level. Yeah. There's all kinds of different ways to do things, you know. So, and some of them in this game are a bit complicated. And again, like there's so many different ways of making things look like they're under the ground, but they're not. I like the way this is looking. It's adding a lot more of the shading and the variation that I needed. I would maybe I was gonna say I would add shading to this. I mean, it's probably just gonna be hidden underneath the plants, but I do have this urge to like add darkness underneath or on the edges of this. Add a little bit of darkness and shading. Yeah. Add a little bit of little variance around here. I could probably stop. I don't really know what I'm doing over here. I don't really want to do. I don't really want to do too much. But I think that that is a good start to this train paint. Yeah. Hydrangeas. Am I ready to start putting some plants around here? Hydrangeas and bushes. I probably should start off with like round bushes. These ones. Do I want to put a big tall bush on the corner? Or do I want to put a round one? I built a hill, so I'm probably going to be suffering. I have to lower all these down. My dog wants to play. Because I'm standing. And immediately when I start standing, she decides she wants to play. Right, Ellie? I don't like that. But yeah, there's too many like equally spaced round bushes. But I think I want to do one like right here. That's good. They probably should be lowered down. I don't necessarily need to do it yet. And then I'm thinking hydrangeas. And I'm gonna like overlap them and rotate them and stuff because, and I don't want them to be blue because the house is blue. That's not enough contrast. So I think I'm gonna do, I think I want to do pink ones. Because I think the pink will be pretty to contrast and make it look cute. Yeah. And then I usually rotate, like I don't really like the way the hydrangeas look on their own, so I always like overlap several of them to try and like increase the number of blooms. And I try to make it look less round by like, and have it try to fill this, like whatever corner it's in by adding some sized down ones next to it. So I think I'll probably add one like right here. I don't think I need to have like the plants to be super symmetrical or anything. Or at least the flowers don't need to be super symmetrical, I don't think. I can kind of just like place them around. And I kind of like how in The Sims 3 they were like really gigantic. They were really big bushes. And they look really good. And they're kind of just like puny in this game. So I like to make them look a little bit bigger. This is like too big. I could rotate it with tool to make it not like that. Or I could use this one, sized down maybe. Yeah, that's kind of nice. Anywhere else I want one of these? Probably in this, like these corners. Eventually. Yeah, I'm not really doing that part yet, but. Yep, I like it. What other flowers would I use? I used yellow ones over here. But I don't really want to use the same ones over here. I need to turn on just base game. I like the dark purple. I think I do kind of like the dark purple. Could also do like, is there white in this bush? Not really. Let's see. What about this one? I feel like I want the... I need like a bunch of different kinds of flowers, I feel like, for this house. Because it's a Victorian. I feel like it's going to have a little bit more whimsical... like foliage. This one over here is like a very like classic colonial house. So I gave it more organized landscaping. But I don't think it needs to be as formal in a Victorian. Does this really... Where's the one that's not debugged? There it is. This one comes in white, and it also comes in yellow. Let's do the white ones. And I'll do the same thing that I did before and kind of like make it an odd shape. This one... I think my dog wants to leave. Okay. Nope, she's back. Okay. She's a goof. Okay. Yeah, I like this. I feel like I want to make this look kind of like a sprawling plant. It's kind of just like sort of spread a little bit out of control. So I kind of just like place them all around to sort of space fill underneath the bushes and stuff even. Yeah. And then I can use it to strategically cover up the annoying train paint that I don't want to fix. I don't know what else I'm going to put over here. I could put a tree or something maybe. I could also add some more hydrangeas. That's pretty good. It needs more. I think like just one other type of flower. And my filters, of course, went away. Because why would they stick around? Why would the filters in The Sims 4 ever stay the way that you put them? That would be crazy. Let's see. Maybe this one? I don't know. Yep. It's The Sims. It's The Sims. Filters staying the way you want them to. These are all so round. You really don't have a whole lot in the base game. What about these? Oh, these are kind of pretty. They're the same color as the hydrangeas I chose. Ooh, I don't... This one's kind of nice. Maybe I'll use this one. Maybe. No, I do like that. Yeah. I think that looks really good, especially from like down. Yeah, like a bunch of flowers up there on that hill. Looks really good from the path, I think. I probably would have used like romantic garden if I could have. But base game. And I also want to I might want to leave a little bit of dirt showing. Just because I think it could look just I don't know. The void space might look kind of nice. I need to definitely add a couple like tall trees or something in here. Maybe these. Yeah, these will look good right here. One there and like one here. Okay. I think that that is about all that I have in me for today, which was a lot, to be fair. I got really far. I did what I planned to do, which was basically get the interior floor plan done and get more of the outside figured out. And I think it's looking really good. It's fitting on this lot really well. And I like it. And also, I'm feeling significantly more comfortable streaming today than I was the last couple times. So I think I'm getting a little bit used to it. I love watching people landscape in this game. I'm glad you like it. I love landscaping, so it's a win-win. But anyways, I think maybe I will find someone to raid. I think I'll find someone to raid. You love how it's looking? Thanks, Puma. I'm glad that you like it. Who do I raid? Let's see. I should probably save my game too. Okay, I'm going to raid. Let's raid. Let's raid Vibes. I'm gonna raid Vibes. Vibes is playing. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? With it looks like a couple of friends of theirs. So I'm gonna read them. I thank you guys for stopping by the stream. I appreciate you. Again, you made me feel very, very comfy and less stressed about streaming. And so I am more eager to continue streaming than I was before even. And I was before too. So so anyway, I will hopefully see you guys soon, and have a good night.